Gupta Empire, the architects of the Golden Age. History is often a story of chaos, but occasionally there comes a window of time where everything aligns: wealth, peace, and genius. For India, that window was the 4th and 5th centuries CE. While the Western Roman Empire was fractured and falling to barbarian invasions, the Indian subcontinent was experiencing a golden age under the Gupta dynasty. This wasn't just a time of military conquest, it was a revolution of the human mind. From the invention of zero to the perfection of Sanskrit poetry, the Guptas didn't just rule India, they redefined what civilization could look like.
Chapter 1: The Rise from the Ashes. After the fall of the Mauryas and the decline of the Kushans, India was a patchwork of small warring states. Then came Chandragupta I. He wasn't born a giant, but he was a master of diplomacy. By marrying Princess Kumara Devi of the powerful Licchavi clan, he gained the leverage to take Pataliputra, the ancient seat of power. But his son Samudragupta was the true lightning bolt of the dynasty. Known as the Kaviraja, poet king, he was a rare blend of a ruthless conqueror and a sensitive artist. The Allahabad pillar inscription tells us he defeated 9 kings in the north and 12 in the south. Unlike other conquerors, Samudragupta was a strategist. He realized he couldn't rule the far south directly from the north. So he defeated the southern kings, made them pay tribute, and restored them to their thrones. This created a massive tributary empire that flooded Magadha with unimaginable wealth.
Chapter 2: The Peak, Vikramaditya. If Samudragupta built the body of the empire, his son Chandragupta II gave it a soul. Taking the title Vikramaditya, son of valor, he defeated the Shakas in the west, giving the empire access to the Arabian Sea and lucrative maritime trade with the Mediterranean. This was the era of the Navaratnas, the 9 gems. Imagine a royal court where the world's greatest astronomer, the greatest poet, and the greatest architect all sat in the same room. Among them was Kalidasa. His words were so beautiful that they are still taught in universities today. His play, Abhigyan Shakuntalam, was one of the first Indian works to be translated into European languages centuries later, mesmerized legends like Dyothe.
Chapter 3: The Scientific Revolution. While Europe entered the Dark Ages, Gupta India was looking at the stars. In 499 CE, a 23-year-old genius named Aryabhata wrote the Aryabhatiya. He was centuries ahead of his time. He argued that the Earth was a sphere that rotated on its own axis. He calculated the value of pi to 4 decimal places, that is 3.1416, and developed the concept of zero not just as a symbol but as a mathematical placeholder. In the field of medicine, the Sushruta Samhita and Charaka Samhita were being refined. Gupta doctors were performing plastic surgery, cataract removals, and vaccinations long before the concept existed in the West. And then there is the iron pillar. Standing in the Qutub Minar complex today, this 7-meter-tall pillar is 98% pure wrought iron. Despite 1600 years of monsoons and heat, it has not rusted. It is a silent witness to a level of metallurgical mastery that the rest of the world wouldn't achieve for another millennium.
Chapter 4: Life in the Golden Age. What was it like to be an ordinary citizen? The Chinese monk Fa Hian traveled through India for 10 years during this time. He was stunned. He wrote that the people were numerous and happy, that they didn't have to register their households or attend to any magistrates. Taxes were light, punishment was rare. Most importantly, it was an era of religious harmony. While the Gupta kings were followers of Vishnu, they funded Buddhist universities like Nalanda and protected Jain temples. It was a society built on the principle of dharma, right conduct.
Chapter 5: The Hunna Invasion and the Fall.
Every sunset follows a noon. In the mid-5th century, a terrifying force appeared on the horizon. The Hephthalites, or the White Huns. These were the same nomadic warriors who helped destabilize the Roman Empire. The last great Gupta hero was Chandragupta. He spent his entire reign living in military camps fighting off the Hunna invasions. He succeeded, but the cost was devastating. The imperial treasury was bled dry. To pay for the wars, the purity of the gold in Gupta coins dropped significantly, a clear sign of economic decline. After Chandragupta's death, the central authority withered. Provincial governors declared independence. By 550 CE, the great empire that had united India for 2 centuries vanished into the pages of history.
The Gupta Empire didn't really die, it just changed form. Their decimal system traveled to the Arabs and then to Europe, powering the scientific revolution. Their art styles influenced the temples of Southeast Asia, from Angkor Wat to Borobudur. The Gupta period taught us that the true strength of a nation isn't just in the size of its army, but in the freedom of its scholars, the creativity of its artists, and the peace of its people. They gave India its classical identity, a legacy that remains golden even 1500 years later. If you found this journey through the Golden Age fascinating, make sure to hit like and subscribe.